Hello and welcome to the IP study video lecture. The chapter we are going to cover today is our home, Earth, a unique life sustaining planet. Topics that we are going to cover are planets in our solar system, Earth's unique position for life, system that supports life on Earth, continuation of life on Earth and threats to life on Earth. You are already aware that we live on planet Earth. It is a blue planet and it is the only planet which has life. Let us understand what makes this planet unique. What is our location in the universe? Our planet lies in the solar system that lies in the Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system has 8 planets which include Earth. All these planets revolve around the Sun in a fixed path known as orbit. If you can look closer to the image, you can see this is our solar system. This is the Sun. These are the 8 planets which are revolving in a fixed path. First 4 planets are the inner planet. Remaining 4 planets are the outer planet. These are the terrestrial planet. They have solid mass. And these are the giant planets which are mostly made up of gases. Each planet has some unique features like Jupiter is the largest planet, Neptune is coldest and farthest from the Sun, Mercury is closest to the Sun, it is the smallest planet, but Venus is the hottest planet. Saturn has a unique ring of ice and Mars is also known as red planet. Now one peculiar question arises, why Venus is the hottest planet when Mercury is closest to the Sun? That answer lies in the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is the process where certain gases are trapped in the planet's atmosphere. This trapping raises the temperature of the planet. In Venus, 96% of the atmosphere is carbon dioxide. The greenhouse effect is very extreme. When the sunlight warms the surface, the thick carbon dioxide prevents heat from escaping, making it hotter than the Mercury. If you can see the comparison between Earth and Venus, it is showing the greenhouse effect. Yes, this is true that greenhouse effect also occur on Earth. If it is not occurring, then the temperature of the Earth will become so cold that life sustaining on Earth will not be possible. So we need greenhouse effect. However, in case of Venus, it has become a severe situation. It is not allowing any escape of gases. Let us now study what features which make the Earth unique. How Earth's position makes it unique for the life to sustain. First is position of the Earth in the solar system. Our planet lies in the habitable zone, which is also known as Goldilocks Zone. If its position is slightly to the left side, it will become too hot, and when it is moved slightly to the right side, it will become too cold. This position also allowed to remain water in the liquid form, because if it is too hot, water will be evaporated, and if it is too cold, it will be freezing. So there will not be liquid water, and you are already aware that water is necessary to sustain life. Water, our body is made up of water, and most of our chemical reaction occurring in the body requires water. Another important feature is size and gravity of the Earth. The size of Earth is one of the key reasons it can support life. Its size allow it to have a strong pull of gravity which keeps the atmosphere intact in place. If it has weak gravity like Mars, then atmosphere will not be available and we will be exposed to the sun radiation. Another important feature of the Earth is magnetic field of the Earth. Magnetic field is formed from the molten iron in the outer core. There is an invisible shield known as magnetosphere that protects the planet from the solar winds. If it will not be present, then solar wind would gradually strip away the atmosphere and our condition will be similar to the condition of the planet Mars. Another important feature that makes us unique is the ozone layer. Ozone layer is present in the atmosphere. It surrounds our planet and protects us from the solar radiation. Another important feature is the structure of the Earth. Earth has three main layers: crust, which is the outermost layer, followed by mantle, which is the middle layer beneath the earth, around beneath the crust around 2900 kilometers, and finally at the center there is a core. Outer core has the molten iron, which you already know produce the magnetic field, and inner core is the solid mass. Now that you are already aware of the unique features of the earth in the universe which allow its life, but now let us understand what systems are present on the earth that allows the life to sustain. Our earth has components that form the interconnected spheres. First is atmosphere. Atmosphere is the protective blanket of gases that makes the life sustainable on earth. It is made up of nitrogen, oxygen and other important gases like carbon dioxide. Each gas has very important role. For example, oxygen is used for the respiration. Nitrogen is an important component for the protein formation in the body. Carbon dioxide is required by the plants for photosynthesis. Another important sphere is hydrosphere. Water. Like we have already studied that water is necessary to sustain life on the earth. There are different sources of fresh water which are present for our survival, and salt water is also important as it forms the important habitats for certain animals and plants. Apart from this, ocean store and redistribute heat, moderating the global climate. There is marine photosynthesis, which is the largest source of oxygen on earth. Another sphere is geosphere, the solid part of the earth, the outermost layer which forms the rocks, mountains, soil and landforms. Soil is necessary, it provides the nutrients to the plant for the growth. Apart from this, geosphere shape or reshape the occurrence of the planet. It contains important salts and fuels and other materials which are required by the human beings for their survival, human beings as well as other organisms. Last is biosphere. All the living organisms including plants, animals and microorganisms form the biosphere. Interaction of all these four spheres are necessary to balance the ecosystem, to balance and to sustain the life on the earth. Now that you are aware of the earth's unique features and what systems are in place to support the life on the earth, let us understand how life is continuing on earth. Life continues with the help of the process called reproduction. It is the process through which a living organism produces its kind, a new individual similar to its kind, so that its species do not disappear. During reproduction, there is a passing of the genetic material. What is genetic material? It contains the information, a code for everything. What about it? Our color, our look, our appearance. Do you know why cow give birth to the calves and cats give birth to the kitten? This genetic material is the main reason, because it ensures that the species produce similar to its kind. Although it helps in the creating the copies, but there is another phenomenon in place which is variation. It allows the mixing of certain genes so that variation among the individuals can be present. What would happen if there is no variation? Then everybody will be twin, everybody will be identical to each other. So the difference between you and your parent is only due to the variation in our genes. Let us now understand different types of reproduction. Reproduction is done through two types: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, living organism produces exact copy of the parents. In plants, it occurs through vegetative propagation, in which plant parts such as stems, roots and leaves produces a new individual. For example, in a bryophyllum, the leaves of bryophyllum contain the buds. These buds grow into the new plant. In asexual reproduction, in animals, variety can be seen. For example, binary fission and budding and fragmentation. So, what is budding? Budding is organism grow on the body of the parent, and once it is completely grown, it detach from the parent. What is fragmentation? The body of the parent will be fragmented into different pieces, and each piece will grow into a new individual. Let us now understand what is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is a type of process where two parents are involved to produce the offspring. These offspring inherit the instruction from both the parents. Therefore, they are similar to the parent yet not identical to the parents. Since there is mixing of traits, so variation occurs, like we have studied earlier. In asexual reproduction, there is no mixing of genes, single parent is involved, so nearly identical copies are formed. Let us study sexual reproduction in plant. The organ which participate in the sexual reproduction in plant is flower. Flower has four main parts: sepal that protects the flower, petals that attracts animal for the pollination, stamen that bear anther that is made up of anther and filament, and bear pollen grain. Each pollen grain carry male gametes. Then last is carpel, which is the female reproductive part. It is made up of style, stigma and ovary. Inside the ovary there are ovules. Male gamete enters the ovule which contain egg cell. There is the fusion occur. The fusion of male and female gamete is known as fertilization. So before fertilization, pollination occur. How? When any insect or any other organism visit the flower. You can see this is the flower, this is the petal. It attracts different insects. So when insect like honeybee visit the plant for the nectar, the pollens present on the stamen get stick to this insect's body. Then when this same bee reach the another flower, the pollen get attached to the stigma of the another flower. The phenomena of transferring of pollen between two flowers is known as pollination. Once pollination is done, pollen grain develop the pollen tube. It contain male gamete reach the ovule. Inside the ovule it reached egg cell where fusion is done. This fusion is fertilization. Sexual reproduction in animals. In animals, male gamete called sperm fuses with the female gamete called ovum to form the zygote, and this process is known as fertilization. In animals, two types of fertilization occur. One is external, another one is internal. For external fertilization, the male and female releases the sperm and egg into the water where fertilization takes place outside the female body. This phenomena is witnessed in animals like fish and frogs. On the other hand, in internal fertilization, sperm is released inside the body of the female to give to fuses and form the egg. In this phenomena also two things occur. In certain animals like birds and reptiles, animals lay the egg, then sit on them. That sitting is known as incubation. There they give heat to the eggs and guard the eggs until their young ones are not produced. In mammals, the strategy is different. Mammals include humans and other animals like cows, tiger. What happened? Fertilization occur inside the body and the female bear the child inside the body and produce a young ones. The nourishment and care is mainly done inside the body. Now that you are aware of the continuation of the species, how it is done, let us understand what is threatening our life on the earth. Currently, our planet is undergoing triple planetary crisis. One is climate change and global warming, then is biodiversity loss and habitat destruction, and finally pollution. All these activities are threatening the life occurring on the planet. So what is climate change and global warming? Due to the increasing of fossil fuels like coal and diesel, there is huge amount of release of carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is not releasing from the atmosphere, it is rising the temperature of the earth. It impacting in the change in the climate, and as a result there is melting of the glacier, there is cyclone, floods and droughts as it causing the extreme weather events. There is shift in the rainfall pattern, and it is threatening all the organisms present on the earth. Apart from this, there is biodiversity loss and the habitat destruction. Up till now, large number of organisms are extinct and on the threat of being extinct from the earth. Reason being, there is overfishing, there is deforestation, there is destruction of the area where they live, there is drainage of their wetland. These negative outcomes are so severe that we are right now facing extinction of large number of species compared to the data we have observed like 1000 or 500 years back. Another is pollution crisis. Our activities which we are doing right now is creating pollution. What is pollution? Adding of unwanted substances in the environment causes the pollution. Pollution are of three types: air, soil and water. Water pollution is causing waterborne diseases like typhoid, cholera. Our water is not clean, animals, humans, nobody is getting clean water. And our land, the garbage we are throwing, the waste we are producing is polluting the soil, contaminating our crops, and microplastic is now reaching the food chain, which is a cancer causing element. So right now our planet is struggling, it is choking, and all it is due to human activities. No other species on this planet is creating such a big nuisance. Right now there are several things which are in practice which are trying to improve the condition of the earth. For example, we have so many international agreement in place like Montreal Agreement, which is to protect the ozone layer, or Convention of the Biological Diversity. All these are what they are doing. They are focusing to control the damage at the global level. Apart from this, we can live the life sustainably. How we can do it? We should take the resources judiciously, and this should not affect the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. This we can do by practicing sustainable agriculture, by using the recycling, by using the renewable energy and building green infrastructure. Individual level also we can take several steps like stop wasting water, stop wasting energy, and thinking of using what we actually need, not what we desire. Currently everybody is utilizing what they want to utilize, not without thinking how it will impact. Are thinking that our activity will not cause a big harm, then it is absolutely wrong. One action by one individual is creating a big problem, because so many together are thinking the same thing. That is why one action by one individual to protect the environment, to protect the earth, can save the lives, can improve the condition of earth. So now before using anything, try practicing to live a sustainable life, improve your behavior, improve and participate in improving the condition of the earth. That's it for today. We will meet in another lecture. Thank you.